Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. This time we're looking into gold IRAs. And to help us out, we're going to be pulling some content from the Gold IRA Blueprint website, which is, like I said, it's really a great resource if you want to learn more about this whole world.
It's jam-packed with info, so we're going to try to extract the most important nuggets here for you.
Yeah, that's right. And, if you're already kind of intrigued and you're like, hey, this gold IRA thing, maybe I should look into this, I really recommend you go and grab their free checklist over at goldirablueprint.com for exclusive.
Yeah.
It's designed specifically to help you choose the right gold IRA company, which can be a bit of a maze, I imagine, if you're just going out alone.
Absolutely. That checklist is a fantastic tool. It really walks you through the key criteria that you need to consider, fees, storage options, the company's track record, so you can make a confident and informed decision.
All right, so let's just start with the very basics here.
Yeah.
What exactly a gold IRA?
Well, it's a self-directed IRA that allows you to hold physical gold, actual tangible gold coins or bars as part of your retirement savings. And it's becoming increasingly popular as people are seeking ways to diversify their portfolios and protect their wealth from economic uncertainty.
It's funny because it's almost like gold has this enduring appeal, right? Like
Yeah.
this ability to just hold its value over time. Like we've all heard the phrase, gold is a safe haven.
Yeah.
But like, what does that really mean in practical terms? What are
Yeah.
we really talking about here?
Well, think about it this way. Gold has intrinsic value. It's a tangible asset that people have valued for centuries, regardless of, what's happening in the stock market or the economy in general. And, the Gold IRA Blueprint site really highlights how gold has historically acted as a hedge against inflation,
Yeah.
meaning that it tends to hold its value when the cost of goods and services rises.
So like, let's say I'm nearing retirement and all of a sudden, my dollar doesn't stretch as far as it used to.
Yeah.
Everything costs more: groceries, healthcare, travel. My savings just aren't keeping up. Is that where gold could like step in?
Exactly. While other assets, might lose purchasing power during inflationary periods, gold has often maintained its value. It's like a ballast in your portfolio, right?
Okay.
It helps stabilize, your overall savings and potentially preserve, your ability to maintain your lifestyle, even if inflation is, taking a bite out of everything.
I like that it's like ensuring that your retirement dreams stay within reach, even if economic conditions change.
Absolutely.
And the Gold IRA Blueprint site also talks about how gold can help reduce portfolio risk.
Yes,
Can you elaborate on that a little?
of course. The stock market can be volatile. We've all seen those dramatic swings, the ups and downs that can make even the most seasoned investor a bit queasy. But gold historically, hasn't moved in lockstep with the stock market.
Uh,
It often moves in the opposite direction. So when stocks tumble, gold tends to rise. This means that having some gold in your portfolio can act as a counterbalance, right? It can potentially smooth out those dramatic swings and reduce the overall volatility of your savings.
so it's almost like having a shock absorber
Yes.
for your retirement portfolio, providing that extra layer of protection against those unexpected market dips.
Exactly.
And this all ties into that idea of like long-term stability that gold offers, right?
Absolutely. Think about it. Gold has been a store of value for millennia.
Right.
Civilizations have risen and fallen, currencies have come and gone. But gold has endured. It's weathered countless economic storms and emerged as a symbol of enduring value.
That's pretty profound when you think about it like that.
It is.
And that's precisely what makes it so appealing for retirement planning, right?
Yes.
You're looking for something that will be there for you decades down the road. Something that can withstand the test of time.
Precisely. It's about building a retirement portfolio that's built on a solid foundation, and gold can play a crucial role in creating that foundation.
Okay, so we've established that gold has this incredible staying power.
Yeah.
But how do you actually like invest in it within an IRA?
Right.
Are we talking about like having a treasure chest full of gold coins stashed away somewhere?
That's a great question. And that leads us to the different types of gold investments you can hold within a gold IRA.
Okay.
The Gold IRA Blueprint website outlines three main avenues:
Okay.
physical gold, gold ETFs, and gold mining stocks. Each has its own unique characteristics and potential benefits.
Okay.
So let's start with physical gold, which is exactly what it sounds like. You own actual gold coins or bars. It's tangible, and many people find that comforting knowing they have a physical asset backing their investment.
Yeah, it's like holding a piece of history in your hands, a tangible representation of your wealth.
Right.
But I imagine there are logistical considerations with physical gold. right? Like storage security.
That's right. Physical gold does come with storage considerations.
Yeah.
You'll need to find a secure storage facility, which will charge fees, and you'll also want to insure your gold against theft or damage.
Makes sense.
Now, gold ETFs are a bit different. They're traded on stock exchanges, making them very easy to buy and sell.
Okay.
You're not holding the physical gold, but you're essentially tracking the price of gold through these funds.
So it's like a more hands-off approach.
Right.
With the added benefit of liquidity,
Yeah.
you can easily buy or sell shares of a gold ETF, just like you would with any other stock.
Exactly. And that can be a big plus for those who value convenience and flexibility, but of course you don't have the same tangibility as owning physical gold.
Right. Then we have gold mining stocks,
Yes.
which are shares in companies involved in, you guessed it, gold mining.
Yeah.
These can potentially offer higher returns,
They can.
but they also come with higher risk, right?
That's right. Investing in gold mining stocks is a bit like betting on the success of those prospectors from the gold rush era. There's potential for a big payoff if the company strikes gold, but there's also a chance they might come up empty. And the performance of mining stocks can be influenced by a variety of factors beyond just the price of gold, such as the company's management, their operational efficiency, and global demand for gold.
So we've got these three main avenues for investing in gold within an IRA, physical gold, gold ETFs, and gold mining stocks.
Right.
And it sounds like there are pros and cons to each.
Yeah.
And the best choice really depends on, an individual's circumstances and their risk tolerance.
Exactly.
But what I'm curious about is, like, once you've decided, okay, this is the type of gold investment I want to make, how do you actually go about setting up a gold IRA? Is it a complicated process?
Well, it might seem a little daunting at first, but it's actually more straightforward than you might think.
Go.
The Gold IRA Blueprint website breaks it down into 3 key steps.
Okay.
Choosing a custodian, funding the account, and purchasing your gold.
Okay, let's take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
First step, choosing a custodian. Now, I'm familiar with the concept of a custodian in the context of, like, traditional IRAs.
Yeah.
Is there anything unique about a custodian for a gold IRA?
Yes, there are some key distinctions.
Right.
A gold IRA custodian specializes in holding and administering self-directed IRAs that include precious metals like gold.
Okay.
They're responsible for ensuring that your investments comply with IRS regulations, which can be quite specific when it comes to precious metals IRAs.
So it's not just about finding, like, any old custodian.
Right.
You need one that has expertise in this particular area.
Exactly.
But with so many companies out there, how do you know which one to choose?
That's where due diligence comes in. The Gold IRA Blueprint website offers a fantastic checklist
Right.
to help you evaluate potential custodians.
Okay.
It highlights key criteria to consider, like the custodian's experience, their fee structure, their storage options, their security protocols. You want a custodian with a proven track record, transparent pricing, and robust security measures to safeguard your precious metals.
Yeah, it sounds like choosing the right custodian is a crucial step.
It is.
In setting up a gold IRA, you're essentially, entrusting them with a significant portion of your retirement savings.
Absolutely.
So you want to make sure they're up to the task.
Right. It's like choosing a bank to safeguard your money.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just go with any bank. You'd do your research, compare options, and choose one that you trust and that has a solid reputation.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you've done your research and you've chosen a custodian that you feel comfortable with.
Right.
What's the next step in setting up a gold IRA?
The next step is funding the account.
Okay.
This can be done through a few different methods, including rollovers, transfers, or direct contributions.
Okay.
A rollover involves moving funds from an existing retirement account,
Right.
like a 401k, or a traditional IRA, into your new gold IRA.
So you're essentially shifting a portion of your existing retirement savings
Right.
into this new account that will hold gold.
Exactly. A transfer is similar, but it involves moving funds from another IRA into your gold IRA.
Okay.
And direct contributions are just that you contribute funds directly to your gold IRA,
Yeah.
just as you might with a traditional IRA.
So there are a few different avenues for
Mm.
getting those funds into your gold IRA.
Yes.
But I imagine there might be tax implications,
Uh-huh.
depending on which method you choose.
That's a great point. The tax implications can vary depending on the source of the funds and the type of transfer. It's crucial to consult with a qualified tax advisor to understand the potential tax consequences before making any decisions.
Yeah, that's sound advice. It's always best to get professional guidance when it comes to taxes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've chosen a custodian, we funded the account. What's the final step in setting up a gold IRA?
The final step is, of course, purchasing your gold.
Okay.
This is where you get to choose the specific types of gold you want to hold in your IRA, whether it's physical gold in the form of coins or bars
Uh-huh.
or shares of gold ETFs,
Right.
or even a combination of both.
So this is where those decisions we talked about earlier come into play.
Right.
Choosing the type of gold investment that aligns with, your risk tolerance,
Yeah,
your investment goals, and your overall diversification strategy.
exactly. And again, the Gold IRA Blueprint website offers some really helpful guidance in this area. They provide information on things like gold purity premiums and reputable dealers to help you make informed purchase decisions.
So it's not just about like blindly buying any gold.
Right.
You need to understand the different factors that can affect the value of your investment.
Precisely. It's about being an educated investor, knowing what you're buying and why you're buying it. And remember, this is a long-term game. You're building a retirement portfolio that's designed to grow and protect your wealth over decades. So it's essential to make informed decisions at every step of the way.
Absolutely. It's all about creating a solid foundation for your financial future.
Right.
Now, speaking of building a solid foundation, I know the Gold IRA Blueprint website also talks about diversification strategies.
Yeah.
For gold IRAs, what are some key things to keep in mind when it comes to diversifying your gold holdings?
That's a great question, and it's a crucial aspect of any investment strategy, including gold IRAs. The general principle of diversification is to spread your risk across different asset classes so that if one investment underperforms, it doesn't disproportionately impact your overall portfolio.
So even though gold is, generally considered a safe haven asset,
Right.
it's still important to diversify within your gold IRA?
It is.
But how do you go about doing that?
Well, one approach is to diversify across those different types of gold investments we talked about earlier, physical gold ETFs, and gold mining stocks.
Okay.
Each of these investments has its own unique risk and return profile.
Uh-huh.
So by combining them, you can potentially create a more balanced portfolio.
So instead of putting all your eggs in one basket,
Exactly.
so to speak, you're spreading your risk across different segments of the gold market.
Right. And another important aspect of diversification is aligning your choices with your individual risk tolerance and investment goals. We all have different levels of comfort when it comes to risk, and our goals can vary widely as well.
So someone who's like nearing retirement and is primarily focused on preserving their wealth
Right.
might have a different diversification strategy than someone who's younger and looking for more growth potential.
Precisely. It's about tailoring your strategy to your individual circumstances and objectives. And this ties into another key aspect of diversification, regularly rebalancing your portfolio.
Now, I've heard that term before,
Yeah.
rebalancing.
Right.
But can you explain what it actually means in practice?
Certainly, rebalancing essentially involves adjusting the proportions of your different investments to maintain your desired asset allocation over time as certain investments perform better or worse than others. The percentages of your portfolio dedicated to those investments can shift, potentially deviating from your original plan.
So if one investment, like significantly outperforms the others, it could become a larger portion of your portfolio than you intended,
Right.
potentially exposing you to more risk than you're comfortable with.
Exactly. Rebalancing helps you stay on track and maintain your desired level of risk and potential return. It's like adjusting the sails on a ship to ensure you're heading in the right direction even as the winds change.
That's a great analogy. So how often should you rebalance your gold IRA?
There's no hard and fast rule, but many financial experts recommend reviewing your portfolio at least once a year and making adjustments as needed.
Okay.
Of course, if you experience a major life change or if there's a significant shift in market conditions, it might be prudent to rebalance more frequently.
And I imagine this is something you can discuss with your gold IRA custodian, right?
Absolutely.
They can provide guidance on rebalancing strategies
We can.
and help you make sure your portfolio is aligned with your goals.
It's exactly. A good custodian will be a valuable resource throughout the life of your gold IRA, providing ongoing support and guidance as you navigate the world of precious metals investing. And speaking of valuable resources, remember that free checklist over at goldarablueprint.com for exclusive.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic tool to help you evaluate potential custodians and ensure you're choosing a company that's right for you.
That's a great reminder. We'll be sure to provide that link again at the end of this episode. Now, before we wrap up this part of our Gold IRA deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to touch on a topic that's often on people's minds when considering any investment risk.
Sure.
We've talked about how gold can help mitigate certain risks,
Right.
but what are some of the potential risks associated specifically with gold IRAs?
That's a very important question. It's crucial to be aware of the potential downsides of any investment, and gold IRAs are no exception. One risk to consider is the potential for market fluctuations. While gold is generally considered a stable asset, its price can still go up and down just like any other commodity. These fluctuations can impact the value of your investment even within a gold IRA.
So even though gold has this long history of holding its value,
Right.
it's not immune to market forces.
It's not.
What are some other risks to keep in mind?
Well, if you choose to hold physical gold within your gold IRA, there are costs associated with storage and insurance.
Okay.
You'll need to find a reputable and secure storage facility,
Right.
which will charge fees for their services, and you'll also want to insure your gold against theft, damage, or loss.
So those are like ongoing costs to factor in
Right.
when considering physical gold.
They are.
Are there any other risks specific to gold IRAs that we should be aware of?
Yes. Another potential risk is the possibility of fraud. Unfortunately, there are unscrupulous individuals and companies out there who prey on people's desire to invest in precious metals. They might offer investments that sound too good to be true or pressure you into making hasty decisions. That's why it's absolutely crucial to do your research. Choose a reputable gold IRA custodian and be wary of any red flags or high-pressure sales tactics.
It sounds like due diligence is paramount when it comes to gold IRAs,
It is.
just like with any other investment.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power, and the more you understand about gold IRAs, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions and protect your investments.
So it really sounds like when it comes to gold IRAs, due diligence is key. Choosing a reputable custodian, understanding those different types of gold investments, being aware of the potential risks. It's all about being an informed investor.
It is.
But I want to kind of shift gears for a moment
Okay.
and talk about something we touched on earlier, the enduring appeal of gold. Like, why is it that this shiny metal has captivated humanity for centuries?
Right.
What is it about gold that makes it such a unique and sought-after asset?
That's a fascinating question, and one that the Gold IRA Blueprint website delves into quite thoughtfully. I think it starts with gold's inherent qualities. It's a precious metal that's both beautiful and durable. It doesn't corrode or tarnish, and it's relatively rare, which contributes to its value. Throughout history, gold has been associated with wealth, power, and prestige.
Yeah.
Ancient civilizations used it for ornamentation, religious artifacts, and even as currency.
Yeah, it's almost like gold has this, like, mythical quality to it.
Yeah,
Like, it's been woven into the fabric of human history and culture for millennia,
it has.
you know?
It has.
And I think that historical context,
Yeah.
plays a big role in gold's enduring appeal.
It does.
It's a tangible link to the past, a reminder of humanity's enduring fascination with this precious metal. But beyond its aesthetic and historical significance, gold also possesses unique financial properties that have made it a sought-after investment for centuries.
Absolutely.
You mentioned earlier that gold has intrinsic value.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on what that means
Sure.
and why it's significant in the context of investing?
Of course, intrinsic value essentially means that an asset has worth in and of itself, regardless of its market price or its use as a medium of exchange. Gold has intrinsic value because of its rarity, its durability, and its unique physical and chemical properties, unlike paper currencies, which can be printed at will and are subject to inflation. Gold is finite. There's only so much of it on Earth, which contributes to its inherent value.
So even if, like, governments were to collapse or currencies were to fail,
Right.
gold would still retain its value because of its inherent properties.
Precisely, and that's why gold has often been seen as a safe haven asset.
Right.
A store of value that can weather economic storms and political upheaval throughout history. People have turned to gold during times of uncertainty, seeking to preserve their wealth and protect their purchasing power.
It's like a financial anchor, providing stability and security when other assets are, fluctuating wildly.
Exactly.
And that's precisely what makes it so appealing for retirement planning. You're looking for something that will stand the test of time, something that can preserve your wealth and provide peace of mind as you transition into those golden years.
Right. It's about building a retirement portfolio that's built on a solid foundation, and gold can play a crucial role in creating that foundation. Now, of course, no investment is without risk, and gold is no exception. Its price can fluctuate, and there are costs associated with owning and storing physical gold. But despite these risks, gold has proven its resilience over centuries, weathering countless economic cycles and emerging as a symbol of enduring value.
And that's why it continues to be a relevant asset in today's, complex and ever-changing financial landscape. It's a tangible link to the past, a store of value in the present, and potentially a source of security for the future.
Well said. And remember, if you're interested in exploring how a gold IRA could potentially fit into your retirement plan, the Gold IRA Blueprint website is a fantastic resource. They offer a wealth of information on all aspects of gold IRAs, from choosing a custodian to understanding the different types of gold investments to developing a diversification strategy that aligns with your goals.
And don't forget about their free checklist available at goldirblueprint.com for exclusive. It's a great tool to help you get started on your Gold IRA journey and ensure you're making informed decisions every step of the way.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power, and when it comes to your retirement, there's no such thing as too much information.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of gold IRAs. We've covered a lot of ground, from the basics of what a gold IRA is, to the potential benefits and risks of investing gold, to the historical context that has shaped gold's enduring appeal.
We hope you found this deep dive informative and insightful. And remember, if you're considering adding a gold IRA to your retirement plan, do your research, choose a reputable custodian, and develop a strategy that aligns with your individual goals and risk tolerance.
It's all about taking control of your financial future and making choices that can help you achieve your retirement dreams. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep seeking knowledge, keep exploring new ideas, and keep diving deep.